And now we have the man of tall tales and white lies. Here's DelM.
Yeah!
This thing worked good, guys. I want to tell you about my cousin down in Louisiana has a farm. And it's a nice place, and way out in the back he's got this swimming pond, or whatever he calls it, orchard back there, apple trees and a picnic table. So he told me the other day he got a bucket. He went to pick some apples. And as he got closer, he heard giggling and splashing, and he saw a bunch of ladies there skinny dipping. And they saw him, and they moved over into the deep end. He said, "Don't try to trick us. We're not coming out while you're there." He held his bucket up, says, "Oh, I wouldn't try to do that. I'm just here to feed my alligator." Here in Marietta, and he thinks I tell lies. These are just stories. The police here in Marietta, you know, it's a safe town and everything, but the other night I was talking to them. They said there was two of them, and they were waiting outside one of the rowdy bars, waiting for it to close. So it started to close, and here comes this guy, and he comes out, and he tries 2 or 3 cars, and finally finds his car, and he turns it on, backs up, goes forward, turns the windshield wipers on, and his turn signal. And in the meantime, all the patrons are slowly coming out and leaving. So after a while, everybody's gone, it's just him. So he backs up and gets out on the street, and that's what they were waiting for, so they turn their lights on. They give him a sobriety test, you know, touch your nose, walk the line, give him a breathalyzer, completely sober. They said, "We're confused, what's going on?" He said, "Oh, tonight," he says, "tonight I'm the designated decoy." How can you not believe that? Yeah. We have some neighbors down the street that are in their 90s now. They're in good shape, but the doctor says they're starting to forget things, so maybe they should start writing them down. So he's telling me the other night, they're watching TV, and he says, "I'm going in the kitchen. You want anything?" She says, "Yep, I want some ice cream." He says, "You better write it down." He said, "No, I know ice cream." She says, "Yeah, but I want whipping cream on it too. You better write it down." "I got it," he says, "I got it." She says, "Yeah, but a strawberry or a cherry or something on top." He said, "I got it. Ice cream, whipped cream, cherry." He's in the kitchen for about 15 minutes. He comes back and gives her bacon and eggs. And she's just shaking her head saying, "Where's my toast?" I know this blonde lady, she's tired of all the blonde jokes. So she dyes her hair brown, gets in her convertible and goes for a ride in the country. She runs into the sheep herder, sheep all over the place. So she's talking to him. She says, "You know, I'm smart." He says, "Okay." She says, "If I could guess the number of sheep, can I have one?" He says, "Give it a shot." 343. He says, "I can't believe it. Go ahead and take one." And then he's staring at her, and she says, "What's wrong?" He says, "If I can guess the real color of your hair, can I have my dog back?" Sometimes it's confusing here in the county as we get older. The other night I was getting into bed, and she says, "It looks like you're drunk again." I said, "Well, why do you say that?" She says, "Because you live next door." Now for all the younger people, I'm working on my bedtime prayer. And so far I've got, "Now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, please erase my browser history." The other day, this husband goes in, and the wife's cooking eggs in the morning. And he says, "Oh my gosh, turn that fire down, turn that fire, put more butter on it. Oh, come on, don't burn those, it's almost ready to flip. You know, I don't think you got enough butter. You never put enough butter on there." She looked at him and said, "What's wrong? You know, I've been cooking eggs for you for 20 years. You know, what's going on?" He He said, oh, I just like to see how it is when I drive. Okay, one last situation for you. You look in front of you and you got a horse. You look next to you and there's a zebra. You look behind you and there's a lion. What do? You get your drunk fanny off that carousel.